Last summer I had the opportunity to move closer to work, but it took me further from the water. So I have been scrambling and struggling over the last little while, trying to get my boat trailer legal. Well, thank you to Mike for helping me out. I'm almost there. The end is in sight. And then I can actually get my young fella out on the water this spring, because we have yet to have the opportunity to do so. Because I just couldn't risk the fine to drag the boat to water. But thanks to Mike, we're just a couple steps away, and hopefully we'll be getting an inspection sticker. I got it licensed. I'll be going for an safety inspection sticker here probably Friday or Saturday, one or the other, and we will be good to go. So on a personal note, once again, Mike Rickett, I know you take the opportunity to listen from time to time. I hope you hear this, and I hope you know just how much myself and that young fellow of mine really do appreciate everything you've done for helping us out. So once again, just another example of, sportsmanship within our sport. Excuse me. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it's just been crazy couple weeks, being down in Nova Scotia last week, and then this week just being hectic. So much on the go. I honestly have a couple people that I want to talk to. I'm hopefully going to line that up for the next couple weeks. I've been talked a little while ago with Matt Rimmer from Fishbum, and Matt has agreed to come on, and he, I believe, I'm going to try to get on as one of my first guests. Fishbum has been doing a lot of new designs and new releases lately. The grin on my face got bigger the last couple days, because they are, have been over the last couple days trickling out their new fully customized options. And let's just say that I will be placing an order before the week's over for my tournament jerseys for the year. I knew this was in the works, so I've just been holding off. But I'm hoping to have Matt Rimmer on within the next couple weeks, if all goes well for me, work-wise and, business-wise and everything else. I'm looking at targeting for now. My main focus for the next few weeks is going to be securing Canadian guests. Because let's face it, the Canadian fishing market is somewhat overlooked. We have some outstanding Canadian companies, but they get dwarfed and overlooked or overshadowed by the monster companies from the US or elsewhere. But we have Fishbum, Vigor Eyewear. I mean, I could start listing a number of outstanding Canadian companies, some big, some small, and some many places in between. And yes, I deal with companies out of the U.S. I staff for companies out of the U.S. But at the end of the day, my show is about promoting bass fishing to start with. And with any luck at all, bass fishing here in Canada, New Brunswick primarily. So over the next few weeks, I'm going to build up to this. I've been slacking, I guess you could say. It's weird. I haven't been working, but I've had so much going on, my head has been spinning. And it is again tonight. I'm not going to lie to you folks, my head is spinning, because I just have so much that I want to do, and I feel like I owe more to you folks as listeners than what I've been offering you lately. And I'm going to try and give you that. I'm going to try and give you what you deserve as listeners. I'm going to try and give you the information and entertainment that you deserve. Now, a couple weeks ago, I put a request out. I haven't received anything yet. I would like for you to email me, nbbassin, NBBASSIN, @gmail.com, or message the NB Bassin Facebook page. Questions, anything bass fishing related. Smallmouth obviously is our primary focus here in New Brunswick, but we have a certain amount of largemouth knowledge that we can draw on, and I have another guest that I'm going to have on here in the next few weeks, Jeff Rathburn, one half of the 2013 NB Pro Bass Champion and Team of the Year winners. Jeff and I want to do a question and answer show, so please email us. Like I said, nbbassin@gmail.com, or message the Facebook page, the NB Bassin Facebook page. Any questions you have, bass fishing related, email us. If all goes well, we'll actually do a live broadcast that night. So you'll actually be able to message us while we're on air. But I can't guarantee that. That's something I haven't played with yet. I know the option is there, and hopefully I can make it work. But when it comes to technology, I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer, and I'll be the first to admit it. So I don't hold me to that promise. That's why I'd like you to send us your questions ahead of time. And over the next couple or 3 weeks, whenever I can set it up with Jeff, I'm going to get him on air, and we'll do a question and answer session if we have some questions to answer. That's our biggest obstacle on that show right now, is we need the questions to answer. Excuse me, folks. So, anyone who's looking for some great early season smallmouth fishing or bass fishing in general, and you have the ability to travel, come pay us a visit here in New Brunswick. Our season is open, folks. I know it's not in a lot of other jurisdictions. Our season is open. Come on down. The May long weekend, not this weekend coming, the following weekend, we have a 2-day tournament with a $4,000 winner's purse. Come on down. Come pay us a visit here in New Brunswick, folks. This is a hidden jewel in Canadian bass fishing, or bass fishing in general. No, we don't have those Great Lakes 6-pound smallies. But I tell you, we've got some beautiful cold water smallmouth that will fight. And there's no quit in these fish. You hook onto a 3.5, you know you've got a fish. I can't say it often enough that New Brunswick is, like I said, it's a hidden gem here in the Canadian fishery. Our bass fishing has been overshadowed for years, by the salmon fishery, and that's fine, and I don't hold anything against it. If salmon is your fish of choice, then by all means, enjoy. But if you're a bass angler that lives in Canada and you have yet to take the opportunity to come to New Brunswick, you owe it to yourself. Shoot me a message. I'll send you, depending on where you're coming to visit in New Brunswick, we'll look after you. Trust me. The guys down here are more than happy to send somebody into some water that, are they going to give away their top secret 100? No, they're not giving away their best spots. Nobody does. If I came to visit you, you wouldn't tell me yours. But we're more than happy to send you into some spots where you're going to get onto some fish. And you're going to realize that when I say that the New Brunswick smallmouth fishery is something that's, world class, then you'll realize that I'm not joking. I have to call. I have no choice but to wrap tonight's show up a little early. It's been a long, hectic day, and I've got a lot of things in the works, and I've got some contacts that I have no choice to make tonight before it gets too late. So I apologize for cutting the show a little short, but things are going to start turning around. My life is about to start getting back to normal. My spring started up for work. My routine's going to come back to normal. I'm going to get my head back on straight, and NB Bassin is going to be back bigger and better and stronger than ever. And I thank you folks who have bared with me through a couple of slow shows, I guess you could say. I've just had to take a breath and refocus. And I really do appreciate the positive feedback that I've received from people. And if there was any negative feedback, I'm more than happy to take it. I'm not going to say I'm happy to take it, but I'm more than willing to take it because I know there's times I deserve it. I just want you folks to know that I do care about your opinions. I want to make NB Bassin something that's around for a while. I don't want to be this guy that, oh, he tried a podcast and fell on his face after a few weeks. Well, yeah, I've stumbled a little. I know I have. I know I'm a better broadcaster than the last couple episodes have portrayed. And I'm going to prove it to you. So you folks bear with me for a little bit. Like I said, I'm just starting to get my head back on straight. I've got a lot going on, and a lot of big things in the works for NB Bassin. And with any luck at all, a lot of big things in the works for bass fishing here in New Brunswick. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me. It's been a weird ride again tonight. Congratulations to our Harvey winners, Bert Beek, Ralph Beek, a father and son team. Congratulations to everybody who participated, who got into our top 10. Guys who came out and gave bass tournaments a try for the first time. I really, really hope to see you back on the water this year. We've got so much to offer, and it's great to see new teams coming out. I want to thank each and every one of you. And as most of you already know, if you have any questions, give me a call, send me a text, send me a message on Facebook, shoot me an email, send up smoke signals. If I see them, I will answer them. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Donald Patterson. I am your host for NB Bassin. I want to thank you all for listening. Just remember, in bass fishing, we need to grow our sport, not our egos. Have a good night.